Welcome to Webb City Cardinals basketball on KNEO 91.7 FM with live audio and video online at kneo.org. This broadcast is a sporting outreach of the KNEO Sports Network. You're now locked into the official pregame show for the Webb City Cardinals. Now let's go to the game site for all the action.
A pleasant good evening to you from Webb City High School. We're at the Cardinal Dome for the final regular season matchup for your Webb City Cardinals as the Joplin Eagles come to town. It's rivalry night here at the Dome, and guys, one last chance to get everything right before we head into districts on Wednesday.
I mean, it's all the momentum you need. It's the seniors' last game in the Dome ever. They're never coming back after tonight, so they got to leave it all out there. Whether you're a senior, whether you're a freshman on the bench, everything tonight, all the hard work you've done, it's here tonight. You got districts, but you never know when the next game you're going to play is.
Yeah, and kind of like you said, this is the seniors' last time here in the Dome, so got to live up to the moment, got to be under composure. As Scott said, it's rivalry night. Can't let your emotions get the better of you, but it's always a good night when Joplin comes to town.
It's the 13-12 Webb City Cardinals against the 9-16 Joplin Eagles. We'll take our first timeout. Back here in 3 minutes, you're listening to Cardinal Basketball on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
Reeves Tire and Automotive knows cars are how you navigate through your busy lives.
Professionals will ensure your car is reliable to get you and your family to your destination. We provide competitive pricing and quality work on tires, wheels, oil changes, brakes, suspensions, alignments, and vehicle maintenance, all necessary to ensure your vehicle is ready to go. Family owned and operated for over 39 years, you will receive friendly, honest service, so get rolling with Reeves Tire in Joplin, Webb City, and Carthage.
If you're a weekend warrior who likes to go, don't let pain put the brakes on your pace. When you need help with an injury that keeps you from moving, you want an orthopedic team with a proven track record. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is nationally recognized and were recently named CareCheck's #1 hospital in the market and top 10% hospital in the state for hip fracture repair. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the experience you need to keep pace with life.
Burpo Family Chiropractic is not just a place for adults, but for kids as well. From birth to geriatrics, Dr. Haley Burpo has the skills and knowledge to help patients of any age. Dr. Burpo is committed to taking time with her patients to go above and beyond to find the source of pain. To schedule an appointment, call 417-673-5555. Burpo Family Chiropractic. Once a Cardinal, now treating Cardinals. More information in names and numbers.
Being a Lion comes with a reputation for excellence. Whether it's in the classroom, on the court, or in the community, Lions are leading the way. With innovative and immersive academic programs, new scholarship opportunities, and a campus committed to the future, now is the perfect time to find your purpose. Find your pride at Missouri Southern State University.
The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report will provide up-to-the-minute scores and highlights from around the 4 states. With ultimate local coverage from all your favorite teams. The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report, weeknights at 6 and 10 p.m.
Webb City Cardinal fans, did you know there's a local, knowledgeable, friendly pharmacy conveniently located at 101 West Doherty in Webb City? We are Express RX of Webb City. And the best part is we can save you up to 90% on your prescriptions from the big box stores. We make it so easy to switch. Plus, we offer free convenient services such as free delivery, drive-thru, and free pill packaging. So come by and make the switch today. And go Cardinals!
Welcome back to the Cardinal Dome. Scott Boudreau along with Dimitri Lloyd and Will Hedrick as we get set for the final home game, the final regular season matchup between the Cardinals and the Joplin Eagles. Earlier, I had a chance to talk to head coach Jason Horn. So let's go to the coaches show and hear from the head coach. Good evening, Cardinal fans. Welcome to tonight's Coaches Show. Scott Boudreau along with the head coach Jason Horn as the Cardinals play their final home game against the Joplin Eagles. Coach, exciting time of the year in some ways because now we know playoffs are right around the corner.
Yeah, you always look forward to getting to this point of the season. You hope you're playing your best basketball. For us, coming off a really good win on Monday against a good Neosho team, we have a little bit of momentum built up. And, you know, this game tonight is a big rival, a game that our kids circle on the calendar each year. And, you know, we know they do the same, and our fans are looking forward to this one. So, good way to send us into the playoffs, playing a good opponent, I mean, you know, in a high-stakes game, and a lot of bragging rights on the line.
In terms of the execution level that we saw against Neosho, may have been as good as we've seen in a few games after disappointing losses, and then just coming back to basics. It felt like you guys got to your traps defensively. You got to the right spots to shoot the ball. Just a lot of good half-court stuff as well.
Yeah, I thought defensively we were flying around a lot better than we did the previous week. It seems like, especially this month of February, we've been week to week. It's a good week, a 2-0 week, followed up with an 0-2 week. We were just searching for that consistency. The message to the kids was effort. We don't want to have to coach your effort. And I thought they played with a great deal of passion. They were not going to be denied that win. And they showed a great deal of confidence. That's something that we've struggled with. If shots aren't falling early, we seem to have a letdown. And teaching them about mental toughness, it's an ongoing process as the year goes on. And at the same time, you're trying to build a young man who's going to be able to be accounted on in his community someday and when he has a family. And just talking to them about you're going to face adversity. How you respond to the adversity is important, and what mental toughness means. And for us, mental toughness means being accountable, doing what you're supposed to do when you're supposed to do it, not letting things affect you that you can't control.
When you look at the Joplin Eagles, a team we've seen earlier this year, of course, maybe from afar a little bit, but a team you always have to respect in terms of the number of athletes they have on the floor.
Very athletic group. They have one of the best guards in Southwest Missouri. Frederick Taylor is a tremendous player. They have good size, really at all their positions. They've got big, strong, physical kids, and they're a good defensive team in the half court. They'll present some challenges from us from a matchup standpoint, but again, you throw the records out when you get to this point in a game like this. The 8 years previous to this game, we've seen them be on an amazing high, and maybe we were riding a little low and we came away with victories, and the flip side of that, we've been pretty high at times and they've been able to knock us off. So it's one of those things, there's just a lot of emotion that goes into this game and which team handles it the best, and I think that'll be the team that gets a win.
What do you want to see most out of your seniors at this time of year? I know they've been good leaders for you, but what else do you want to see out of these guys, Bolton and Eli?
Well, obviously the leadership is huge, but just consistency, making the right play. We obviously lean on them in big situations in these games, and they need to show us that they're going to be level-headed because everybody kind of falls in line with what they're doing. If they're missing shots early, don't react to it. We're going to be fine. Our shots are going to fall, have that mentality, and just keep bringing your max effort on defense and go rebound the basketball. Those things are contagious. If they do those things, our younger guys fall in line and we'll do the same thing. And that's a growth thing. Any kid that goes through a program for 4 years, a senior especially, they have to learn that the younger guys feed off what they're doing. They're going to model their behaviors, and these guys, have really done a solid job of that this year.
Finally, Coach, what are the keys to victory for the Cardinals tonight?
Well, we want to have a good outing, rebound of the basketball. Tuesday night was great for us. We won that category. We feel like anytime we can be close or win that category, we're going to have a good chance to win. We need to get to the free throw line. We've been solid shooting free throws as a team. Get to the free throw line twofold. It gives us free points, but it also puts them in a situation where they may be in foul trouble and mess with their lineups a little bit. And then we have to fly around on defense. We live off of transition points, and we need to be playing with a high motor, trying to get deflections. We want to get in that 30 deflection range. If we do that, I think that'll give us a chance to win.
Coach, good luck in tonight's ball game. Talk to you at halftime and after the game.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
We pause for our national anthem. And we're just about set for the ball game here between the Joplin Eagles and the Webb City Cardinals, but it's time for our keys to winning, brought to you by...
I haven't sent it back to you yet.
Okay. We good?
10 seconds.
Okay.
I didn't even send it
Thank
to
you.
break. I let them listen. That's what I thought we were doing, but...
And 4, 3, 2.
And we welcome you back to the Cardinal Dome. Our keys to winning are sponsored by Missouri Southern State University, where first-time freshmen are eligible to receive up to $20,000 automatically. Missouri Southern State University. Learn more at mssu.edu/mosomerit and apply today. Here's Dimitri and Will with those keys to winning.
Well, Scott, to start off, it's all about defense. The trap has to be legit tonight. It has to be on point. The rotations have to be on point. The communication, as Will always talks about, it has to be on fire tonight. Everything defensively, whether it's in the trap, whether it's in the half court, whether it's in transition, he's a fire on all ends. That's what fuels them tonight. That's what gets them that W.
I'll add 2 more keys onto that. The first key is at the free throw line. Cardinals are just under 58% as a team. As we're winding down going into districts next week, that's going to have to bump up if they're going to want to try and beat Hillcrest, who they have already beaten this year, but I expect Hillcrest has gotten better as the season's gone on along with the Cardinals. And then secondly, as Dimitri was talking about on the defense, the Cardinals actually are almost 10 favorites. They can get 10 more turnovers than their opponents. So if they can get those those turnovers again and then capitalize off of those, they'll be in good shape.
Yeah, Coach Horn said it in his coach's show. He's all about transition, and certainly that's going to fuel the Cardinals' offense, but they certainly want to be better all around in each part of the game. Our starting lineups brought to you by Papa John's Pizza of Webb City and Reeves Tire and Automotive. First for the visiting Joplin Eagles, it'll be a senior Cooper Williams, a senior Aiden Scorton, a junior Hudson Matheson, a junior David Bend, and a junior Brecken Green. The head coach of the Eagles is Nick Pfeiffer, assisted by Alec Basie, Lucas Dickerson, and Josh Mercado. Now the starting lineups for your Webb City Cardinals: a 6-foot junior, Trey Turner, 6-foot junior, Slade Hurd, a 6'2" sophomore, Mason Young, a senior, 6-foot, Eli Pace, and finally a senior, 6-foot, Holton Keith. The head coach of the Cardinals is Jason Horn, assisted by Jacob Strigley, Mackenzie Sams, Alex Pickett, and Colton McKee. Their managers are Jasmine Sanchez-Travis, Hayden Johnson, Stella Collard, Deja Pitsley, Amy Bolcher, Jaden Underwood, and Riley Thomas. A good crowd's assembled here tonight. Folks from Joplin, a nice drive over to Webb City. Webb City faithful are out. The student section in black tonight. Maybe try to bring a little mourning to the Eagles. Our officials for tonight, Chris Anderson, Devin Turtelot, and Brian Brimacombe. As the Cardinals huddle one last time, and the crowd going to get pumped up by a little music and hopefully some excellent basketball as well. They're ready at center court, and Holton Keith wins the tip. Eli Pace with the basketball. Trey Turner on the handoff to Young. Now back to Pace, downhill to the cup, no good. And here come the Eagles the other way. As Scorton had it in the corner to Green. Nearly throw it away as Williams has it up top now against Eli Pace. Bring it around to Bend. Inside they go to Scorton. His shot up and in. 2-0 Eagles. Here comes Eli Pace. On the slide is Hurd, and then Trey Turner dribbled it off his foot. Hurd got it back. Down the lane he goes. Left hand layup, no good. Mason Young there, but has his putback swatted. It'll be baseline out of bounds for the Cardinals. Pace directing traffic. Gets it to Turner in the corner. Oh, he's had Pace wide open to go inside now. Now back out to Holton Keith. To Turner. To Hurd. Some sloppy passes here in the early going. Now to Turner. Cross court to Pace for three. In and out. Rebound Eagles. As Matheson, their big man, comes down with it. He goes about 6'7", guys. Williams taps it in the corner to Green. His shot off the mark. Rebound Turner. Cardinals looking to run. Oh, tried to throw it inside. It went off the foot of Mason Young. Like to see Turner just keep going on that.
I mean, yeah, he's got the speed, he's got the athleticism. Just go in there, Euro step, maybe power dribble, and go get that easily up on the right side. But the Cardinals, they got to adjust. They saw man in the first couple possessions, and then they switched to a 2-3. They got to run the correct offense.
1-2-2 zone by the Cardinals, and the Eagles throw it away on the left sideline. 2-0 our score with 6 minutes left here in the first quarter in favor of the Eagles. Turner on the quick turn. Fakes the jumper, now puts it up. Partially blocked, saved by Young, but back to the Eagles. Scorton trapped by Holton Keith and Turner. Throws it away. Pace down the lane. Gets it to Turner up top. Now to Holton Keith. He'll challenge Matheson. And he stepped out of bounds on the baseline.
He's got to take that shot, Scott, right before the block. I mean, the guy's still sliding all the way from the opposite block. Take that floater, take that mid-range jumper. That's in his bag, that's his play set, and then he'll set up that hesitation that he loves for the wide-open layup.
Cardinals set up their half-court pressure, 1-2-2 look here. They trap Green against the sideline. And a tie-up. Yes, sir. It'll go back to the Cardinals. And it'll be Scorton to throw it in. Now Bend with it. Trapped there by the pair of Cardinals. Now Williams in the corner for a three. Missing everything was Green. Here comes Holton Keith. 1-on-4. Got to find your teammates in transition. Now 1-on-1 against Ben. Kick it out to Turner down the lane. Now to Hurd for three. It's good. Cardinals on the board and lead it 3-2.
I mean, that was smooth. He caught it right in stride. It was right in his shooter's pocket, and the defense didn't matter. It looked like it didn't affect him at all. I mean, that was right to the bottom of the net.
Green with it. Trapped by Turner, and they'll call a walk. And here comes Fred Taylor, the junior. And this is a guy you really got to worry about.
I mean,
he's
he's
got
athletic.
the quicks. He's athletic. He can finish at the rim. Holton Keith down the lane, jump stop, spins, shoots, no good. Green with the rebound. He'll get it to Taylor. This has also helped break that press. They get it to Williams now. Back to Taylor. Looking at the backside. Matheson for three. In and out. Follow shot, no good. Holton Keith with the rebound. Challenging against Taylor. Puts it up, no good. Matheson with the rebound. He'll bring it up the floor. And knocked away late by Slade Hurd. Will, what are you seeing on the offensive end by the Cardinals? Some miscues here and there.
Yeah, some bad passes, as you kind of said earlier, and not exactly taking the smart shot, and also just not finishing at the rim very well.
Matheson gets the inbounds over to Williams. Now to Taylor for three from the corner. No good. Scorton the rebound. Back to Taylor. Kick it out to Green for three from the baseline. No good. Taylor gets the rebound and puts it up and in. Partially blocked but fouled by Holton Keith.
Already you're starting to see, Scott and Will, I mean, the offensive rebounds, I mean, those are drive killers right there. You can play 20 seconds, 25 seconds of perfect defense, but if you don't get the defensive rebound, it doesn't mean anything. If you're playing with a shot clock, that's a brand new shot clock. It's a brand new 25 seconds. So they got to figure it out right here. Start boxing out, start finding bodies, and put a body on a body.
That was a key for Coach Horn in our final discussion in the coaches show. Got to rebound well against this athletic Eagles team. There's pace for a jumper. It's good. And we're tied at 5 with 3.5 minutes left here in the first. Williams to Green. They'll bring it across now in the corner to Scorton. Hurd guarding Matheson inside in the 2-3 look. They kick it out to Green on the pass. No good. Scorton the rebound. Puts it in. Another offensive rebound for the Eagles. Ends in a score. Pace with the basketball against Williams. Spins, turns, gets Matheson in the air, puts it up, and scores. He used the whole repertoire there, Dimitri.
I mean, he had a pump fake. He stepped through and used his pivot foot. I mean, he was all over the place, but it was under control. He used that physicality, and he put it up easy off the glass right there for the and one opportunity.
Mason Young and Trey Turner check out. Holden Johnson and Jackson Adams check in for the Cardinals. We're tied at 7. Pace with a chance to put the Cardinals back in the lead and completes the three-point play. 8-7, the Cardinals lead it. Back in the 1-2-2 trap, full court. Taylor gets it across to Green in the corner to Scorton, inside to Matheson. He's a load, but blocked by Hurd. And Holden Johnson gets it to Keith now. He wants to get downhill, put it up with the left hand and score. Cardinals starting to get a little more comfortable. It started with a defensive rebound though. 10-7 the Cardinals lead. Williams nearly dribbles out of bounds and then trying to throw it off Pace. Pace picks it up and scores. 12-7.
That was smooth right there. He got Taylor with the Euro step, the fake pass, and he put it with the left hand. I mean, that's textbook right there.
Another steal by Pace up to Holton Keith, flying ahead. And Green grabbed his arm, preventing the layup. I was as much impressed that Eli didn't allow the pass to go off his shins right by the sideline.
And that's the second or third time that they've caught him in that trap zone right there. I mean, we always talk about with Horn, he always wants to make the zones more more of an emphasis. He always wants the corners. He wants that third defender on the sideline right in front of the bench as well with the assistant coaches. He did it without fouling as well, not to mention.
2 free throws coming up for Holton Keith. We'll see if they can follow the instructions of Will Hedrick. We're 2 for 2 so far at the free throw line, Will.
Well, 2 for 2 is better than none. –
And second free throw good by Holton Keith. 14-7, the Cardinals have doubled up the Eagles with 1:53 left in the first. Taylor over to Williams. Turner checked back in. There's a three by Taylor. It's good. 14-10 right in front of the student section of the Cardinals. Holton Keith downhill, spins, turns, puts it up, and short this time. Scorton with the rebound. Gives it off to Williams. They'll trap him at midcourt. Now back around to Taylor. Over to Williams in the corner to Green. Back to Williams. They're just trying to keep Taylor out of the middle. They knock it away. Holton Keith up ahead to Trey Turner. And he just threw it too far outside. Jackson Adams checks out and Slade Hurd back in. Cardinals getting their opportunities. Taylor with it. Now to Scorton, stolen by Pace. They'll go down the lane between a couple of Eagles and fouled. And a blocking foul on, going to be on Scorton. That time he had two defenders there. You notice he turned his body to split them.
I mean, and then truly they didn't want to take that charge. I mean, charges hurt. That's why we only see maybe one a game, maybe half a game. I mean, that was great body control. He split him, he went underneath and got that scoop shot you always talk about.
First free throw of two. Good for Eli Pace as Green checks back in for the Eagles, replacing Scorton. Second free throw good. Eli Pace with 9 of the 16 for the Cardinals. Under a minute left in the first and a 16-10 lead for the Cardinals. Matheson back to Williams now. Cardinals putting that sideline trap on him. Nearly had another steal. You can't be in the student section tonight, guys, unless you're standing.
I mean, that's what they do. Anytime they play, they always take a little seat break whenever they're not playing or a timeout. But if you're going to be in the student section, you got to stand and you got to be loud or else you're going to be kicked out.
Williams in the corner to Matheson, now gets it back. Taylor drives down the lane, stripped. Oh! If that's a foul on Holton Keith, it's his second. Cardinals thought they had another swipe and a breakaway, but that's his second foul. He'll have to come out. Mason Young will finish the final 20 seconds of the first quarter. Baseline out of bounds to Matheson. Hand off to Taylor. Around to Green for three. No good. Matheson on the push-off gets called for the foul. Slade Hurd, who's been guarding Matheson underneath, has done a nice job boxing him out.
I mean, he's taking him out of the entire offense. He's forcing Mathis to play at the high post, kind of low post. But when he gets in the low post, he's getting pushed out. He's getting shoved out. He's getting boxed out, more importantly. I mean, he's doing a good job.
Jason Horn calling out the final play of the quarter. 8 seconds. Here goes Pace. Kick it out to Slade Hurd for three. It's good! And the Cardinals close out the quarter in style with a set play and a beautiful three by Hurd. They lead at 19-10. We'll take a 30-second timeout here, back with second quarter action. You're listening to Cardinal Basketball on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
The Webb City Booster Club is proud to support Webb City student athletes. The Booster Club works with parents, community volunteers, and businesses to enrich the experience of Webb City High School athletics. They would like to encourage anyone interested in making an impact on our student athletes to consider joining the Booster Club. If you are an individual, family, or business and would like more information on joining the Boosters, you can stop by the Booster trailer that is at all Cardinal home games, or you can find them on Facebook at Webb City Athletic Booster Club. Webb City Booster Club wishes all their athletes an amazing year. Go Cards!
And Will Hedrick Cardinals trailed early, but it exploded from the 4-minute mark on in the first quarter, lead at 19-10. We'll tell you about some of our sponsors, including Freeman Orthopedic and Sports Medicine, Burpo Family Chiropractic, Arvest Wealth Management, Snodgrass Collision Center, Reeves Tire and Automotive, Papa John's Pizza of Webb City, Hot Mongolian Grill, Price Family Insurance and Financial Services. Guys, what'd you like about that first quarter?
Well, I'll start with Slade Hurd shooting. I think he shot 2 threes, made them both, so that's 6 points for him. And then also they were 5 for 5 at the free throw line, so a good first quarter right there with 19 points.
And Scott, they're playing well defensively, as I mentioned, as a key, but they're saying, as you said, Coach Horn in the coaches show, those transition buckets, they're coming in bunches, they're getting and one opportunities, and they're putting more points on the board that way.
There's Pace for 3. No good. Rebound Holton Keith. Fakes Matheson, goes back to his left, and scores.
This is a good move right there. I mean, head fake, ball fake. It's like running around in football. I can't throw anybody off their coverage if I don't use enough head fakes and using my arm action as well.
21-10, the Cardinals lead. Green has it inside to Matheson. Did it go off his shins? Oh, they're going to get a foul on Mason Young. Other sponsors include the Big Nickel, ProLube Maintenance Center, Madison Pet Clinic, Roderick Insurance Agency, Baker Davis Roderick CPAs, Missouri Southern State University, Webb City Booster Club. And stolen on the inbounds by Trey Turner. Kicks it to Slade Hurd for 3. It's short. And Green with the rebound. Gives it up to Taylor. Now gets it back. In the corner they go to Isaiah Thorne. And he turns it over. Cardinals are speeding up the Eagles to a pace they don't like in the half court.
Yeah, and that's what the Cardinals do best when they can play at their speed and they don't let the other team catch up. It's almost impossible to actually catch up.
Coach Horn calls out the play, the weave here. Looking for the backdoor lob to Holden Keith. He got his hands on it, missed it, but got it back and put it in. Like the persistence there.
It's a great effort, and as I always say, when it comes to rebounding, the only thing taught in rebounding is box out. If you want it, you can go get it. That's how it usually goes.
23-10, the Cardinals lead. Taylor for 3. In and out. Rebound Turner. He wants to run. Has pace on his left. Gets downhill against Thorne. Puts up a shot. Just missing that time. Young and Matheson to the ground. Taylor coming the other way. And stripped by Holton Keith. Pace picks up the loose ball. He'll challenge Matheson and score. Eli Pace is fearless right now. He's got 11. 25-10, the Cardinals lead it.
I mean, he was downhill from the second he caught the ball. He's probably running about 20 miles an hour right there. Took the contact. That's his game right there and put it up.
And a kick as they tried the entry pass to Matheson. Holden Johnson going to check in for Mason Young. And Thorne checks back out. New player in the game is Trenton McCadney. Bend, Matheson, and back to Bend. McCadney for 3. No good. Coach Pfeiffer trying to find somebody who can hit that outside shot for the Eagles. Here comes Pace down the lane. He's bumped by Bend. And he'll say it was on the floor. The nice student section to our left for the Eagles, as they've shown up in style as well. Lob to Holton Keith. He fakes, gets everybody in the air, puts it off the glass and in. And a timeout called by the Eagles. We'll take it with you. Back here in 30, you're listening to Cardinal Basketball on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
Papa John's Pizza in Webb City can satisfy your hunger cravings before or after the game. Stop by and pick up one of their specialty pizzas, like the Works, the Meats, or the Barbecue Chicken Bacon. Don't forget to grab a side order of breadsticks or Papa's Wings to top off your order. Papa John's Pizza in Webb City, 417-673-7272, or order online at papajohns.com or through the Papa John's app. Go Cardinals!
Welcome back to the Cardinal Dome here at Webb City High School. It's the Cardinals and the Joplin Eagles. Cardinals lead 27-10. 5:32 left here in the second quarter. We'll tell you about some of our other sponsors, including Webb City Booster Club, Dairy Queen of Webb City, Missouri Southern State University, Express RX in Webb City, Body and Soul Transformation, Nick Myers CPA, and Crowder College. Cardinals continue to apply the pressure. Full court. Holton Keith at the top of this 1-2-2 look. They get it over to McKedney. Now back to Green. Swing it over to Taylor. He's trapped and stolen. Holton Keith to the rim, fakes, shoots, and missed it that time. He had two defenders on his back, and he's more worried about that than looking at the basket maybe. Green with it to Taylor, inside to Matheson, jumper in the lane, no good, picked up by Pace. Eli directing traffic, spins in the lane, gets underneath, shot blocked by Taylor, and he's coming the other way. Jumper in the lane, fouled by Holden Johnson. That time, Eli lost his leverage and really probably needed to just kick that out.
Yeah, and that's what Horn was saying to him down there. He just made one too many moves. If the first spin doesn't work, collect yourself and look for the kick out. I mean, you had the kick out, just reset and get the offense rolling.
Fred Taylor will go to the line, and first free throw rattles out. Pam Drake at Roderick Insurance Agency is proud to support the Webb City Cardinals. Roderick Insurance Agency has served the area since 1945. Located at 108 North Main Street in Webb City, offering insurance plans, including auto, home, business, and more from a variety of companies. For more information, call 673-1242 or online at RoderickInsuranceAgency.com. Second free throw good. First point of the quarter for the Eagles. They trail 27-11. Pace to Holton Keith. Now man-to-man by the Eagles. Or maybe a little bit of a matchup zone. Holden Johnson gets it to Holton Keith and scores. Nice handoff that time by Johnson from the high post.
I mean, there's a lot of trust in the coaching staff, and you see that with Horn. The second he calls out the play, everyone's in the right spot, and they're setting up to go get it.
There's a three from the corner. It's good by Brecken Green. 29-14. Cardinals hustle the other way. And Eli Pace fouled by Williams. It's hard to get in front of these two guards, Holton Keith and Eli Pace.
I mean, they're some of the fastest guards we've seen, but on top of that, they're some of the most physical guards we've seen. A lot of guard duos don't have that, and that's what the Cardinals have tonight.
They get it into Holton Keith. He fakes, shoots, and they're going to get a foul. Let's see if that's on Scorton or Matheson. They'll get Matheson for the foul. That's his second foul. Shooting foul for Holton Keith. Great conversation between the veteran point guard Eli Pace and Jason Horn, talking to his guys about positioning. And second free throw good by Holton Keith. 31-14, the Cardinals lead. McCadney has it. Back to Scorton, now in the corner to Green. Cross-court pass to Williams for three. It's good. Trey Turner couldn't quite get there that time. 31-17. Cardinals lead it. Kick out to Slade Hurd. There's Pace with it now. To Holden Johnson from the free throw line, no good. Good look for the Cardinals, though. Scorton has it. Cross court pass to McCadney. Back up top to Williams. In the corner to Green. Cut off by Holden Johnson, but he got by him on the first step and had to push him.
Yeah, and at that point, if you need to help, call for help, and maybe someone slide over and take a charge on that block. But you got to stay in front of them. You got to be able to slide and cut them off, because the baseline, as we've seen all year on the right wing as well, that's been a little bit of a weak spot for the Cardinals defense.
Jackson Adams and Mason Young check back in. On the baseline, out of bounds. Matheson will hand it back to Taylor. Trapped by Adams and Hurd for a moment. Now Williams with it. Back to Taylor. Now Williams looking for an opening. Gets it to Taylor. He'll go down the lane. Shot no good. Hurd with a rebound. Looking to run. They leave him alone. He'll shoot that three. Gets it to Pace now. On the curl is Holton Keith. Lost it. Got it to Adams. Back to Holton Keith. Guarded by Williams. Trap comes up and under. Blocked by Matheson, out of bounds. And Eli Pace calls out the set play for the baseline, out of bounds. They get it to Hurd for three from the corner. He turns it down, then lost it. And stolen now by Pace. Spins in the lane, put it up, no good. And get it back on the rebound and scores. Pace not to be denied that time.
I mean, he's playing with a purpose, Scott. Every time he's gotten to the paint tonight, he's almost angry. He's almost angry that they're leaving him open from three. I mean, he's playing well tonight. He's using that aggression under control.
Taylor down the lane, missed it, got his rebound, tapped it to Green. Taylor back with it, loses it in the lane, gives it to Scorton underneath, who missed the layup. 33-17, the Cardinals lead with 1:40 left in the half. Slade Hurd for three, it's short. And rebound by Scorton. Pace with 13 in the first half. Holton Keith with 14. Inside they go underneath, that time on a back cut by Green for two.
That was a slick pass, Scott. I mean, I didn't really see it coming. He looked away, it was perfect, it was a perfect cut, and they were just on the same page right there.
Hurd spins in the lane and has his shot blocked. You cannot go up on a fadeaway against Fred Taylor. He's too athletic and to get to it. That's his second block of the night. Passes it inside to Matheson. His shot up and in, and he's fouled. And all of a sudden, Eagles making a little run here. 1 minute to go in the first half, and a free throw to come.
I mean, it's getting a little tough. They're getting a little tired, but this is where you start making that second push. This is where you want to see who really wants it the most. You start putting a little fresh legs in. We see Turner come in for Hurd. So who's going to make that last push and get that momentum going into the second half?
A minute to go exactly in this first half. Bend will check in for Scorton. And Matheson's free throw no good. Here comes Adams to Turner. Out to Pace for three. It's good. And a foul after the play. The basket counts. Fortunate for the Cardinals there. And a push inside on the rebound. Mason Young picks up his second foul. Trying to box out Matheson. 36-21. The Cardinals lead it.
Those are fouls, Scott, that you can live with. I mean, that's only a second foul of the second quarter. I mean, he's got three more to go, but if you're boxing out a 6'7" dude, I mean, if you're using all your effort, if that's what it takes, by all means, go ahead. We'll take those hustle fouls. The three-point basket still counts.
And good communication here between the officials. See if the shot had been released from Eli Pace prior to the contact. And now they're calling it a, I think they're going to award two free throws here. The foul after the shot had been released was the 5th team foul on the Cardinals. So a discussion now between Chris Anderson, Devin Turlott, and Brian Brimacombe. Good job to get together on it and make the right call, as these guys always do. So David Benn to the free throw line. 50 seconds left in the first half. And he misses the first free throw. Second free throw missing as well. Holton Keith with the rebound to Pace. To Turner, going for the jam. It slams it through the net. And the Cardinals lead 38-21. Student section never happier. 34 seconds left in the half now. And near steal now. Oh, Holton Keith just stepped out of bounds. He stole it and he was in the air. He's trying to find his teammate, but had to come down and stepped on the sideline.
I mean, the energy is contagious, Scott. You see Keith dives for the ball out of bounds and right after the Turner dunk. So those are the loudest 2 points you'll see.
Oh, and a foul by Trey Turner on Matheson's attempt from the free throw line. He'll get 2 shots here. Snodgrass Collision Center is honored to serve the area and support our local schools, located at 1604 East 4th Street in Joplin, and specializing in complete body and frame repair, 4-wheel alignment, and paintless dent repair. Snodgrass Collision Center, 781-7774. Proud to support the Webb City Cardinals in tonight's game. Matheson missing the first, 1 to go, and knocks down the second. 38-22, Adams brings it across in the corner to Hurd. 16 seconds. Cardinals have plenty of time to set something up here. They get it to Pace. Now to Hurd, got to put one up. 5 seconds, and a timeout called by the Cardinals with 5 seconds on the clock. With a 38-22 lead, you like that 30-second timeout?
I mean, it's a quick timeout. You can tell he wants maybe that corner 3 with Hurd, or he wants a set play, but he's trying to get a set play, trying to get the momentum, maybe even that backdoor lob that we see to get the momentum going. They want another push. They want just that extra. It's rivalry week. Why not? Why not give him that nasty knockout blow? So we'll see what he calls up here, Scott.
And you know one thing, Will, he's thinking about next week at districts. What if we need a play with 5 seconds to go? We've run one before, and so these are those opportunities.
Yeah, it's a good way to test something out and just see what may work, what may not. And going into districts, it's good to have that little bit of information in your back pocket.
Cardinals lead 38-22. And we'll see what the Cardinals want to run here. Eli Pace will have it in front of the Eagles bench. They wanted the backdoor lob. Oh, he literally bounced the inbounds throw on the sideline. And so it'll go back to the Eagles with still the 5 seconds on the clock. Cardinals now will have to defend. Yeah, they had an option on that to throw the lob to Turner, and they were going to come back off it. Maybe with a catch and shoot to Pace from out of bounds. Taylor wants to drive. Down the lane he goes, puts it up and scores at the buzzer. At the end of the first half, it's the Webb City Cardinals 38, Joplin Eagles 24. We'll come back with our halftime show after this. You're listening to Cardinal Basketball on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network. Back in 3 minutes.
Proud to support the Cardinals and serve the Webb City and surrounding areas is Madison Pet Clinic. Located at 1631 South Madison in Webb City, they specialize in pet surgery, wellness exams, and vaccinations. Open Monday through Friday 8 to 5:30 and Saturday 8 to noon. Madison Pet Clinic is a proud supporter of the Webb City Cardinals. 673-2455 or online at madisonpetclinic.com. Go Cardinals!
Crowder College, your future, our focus. At Crowder College, we have 6 convenient locations in Southwest Missouri and online programs to fit your needs. Flexible scheduling provides a pathway to a career or the opportunity to transfer to a 4-year university in a variety of programs. Cheer for the Rough Riders at athletic events. Use the Missouri A+ Scholarship Program for free tuition and common fees. At Crowder College, your future is our focus. Apply today at crowder.edu.
Every Sunday from 4 p.m. to close, it's Student Night at Hoo-Hot Mongolian Grill in Joplin. Students of any age can bring in your valid student ID and receive 25% off your grill meal. At Hoo-Hot Mongolian Grill, you can always enjoy a vast selection of fresh vegetables, plus meats that are grilled perfectly right in front of your eyes with your choice of Hoo-Hot's mouth-watering signature sauces. Hoo-Hot Mongolian Grill, 1804 South Rangeline Road in Joplin. More information online at hoohot.com.
Body and Soul Transformation, located at 1703 Falcon Suite C in Webb City, is a 10,000 square foot, 24-hour fitness center and specialized personal training facility. They offer a variety of group fitness classes. They now accept silver sneakers and have classes for seniors. They also hold kids and youth events. They have something to offer everyone in the family and even have a kids zone for busy parents. Body and Soul Transformation in Webb City, 417-553-0757 or online at bodysoultransformation.com.
Cure those school night blues and save money at the same time. That's right! Bring the whole family to Hoo-Hot Mongolian Grill in Joplin every Tuesday from 4 p.m. to close, and kids 10 and under eat free with a purchase of an adult grill meal. Enjoy all you can eat on a selection of fresh vegetables, plus meats that are grilled perfectly right in front of your eyes with your choice of Hoo-Hot's mouth-watering signature sauces. Hoo-Hot Mongolian Grill, 1804 South Rangeline Road in Joplin.
Price Family Insurance and Financial Services has been caring for clients since 1990 and is still here to take care of all your insurance needs, from auto, home, business, life, and health insurance to group health insurance for businesses, plus financial services. To find out more information, call the dedicated team at Price Family Insurance and Financial Services today at 417-673-8338 or stop by and see them at 100 South Main Street in Webb City. You can also learn more online at pricefamilyinsurance.com.
Welcome you back to Webb City High School. We're at the Cardinal Dome. The Webb City Cardinals lead the Joplin Eagles 38-24, our halftime show. Brought to you by Freeman Orthopedic and Sports Medicine. Guys, we look at that first half, a slow first couple minutes for the Cardinals. Maybe a little too much hurry up on the offensive end, but then it looked like at about the 4-minute mark of the first, they got the rhythm going.
I mean, they kind of flipped the switch in a sense. I mean, they started off slow, as you mentioned, but they kind of picked it up. They took a little quick shots, and they slowed it down. Coach Horn got them slowed down. They're running more set plays than we've seen. As Will and you said, they're trying some stuff out before districts. We saw it in the abnormal kind of corner between the score table and the bench, and they're just kind of getting it rolling. But on top of that, defensively, as I'm looking at it, they forced 12 turnovers in the first half. As I say to Will sometimes, some teams try to shoot for 20 on the whole game. So them forcing 12 and only giving up 3, I mean, that's perfect. And transition buckets as well. They got half their points, and they're getting to the free throw line as well. So just overall, they're playing really good tonight, and they got to keep going in this second half.
Well, matchups tonight favoring the Cardinals in physicality, even though they give up some height to Matheson inside.
Well, that's what you have to do. When you're not as big or strong, you have to make up for that in physicality. We see that all the time in sports, kind of an underdog type mentality that the Cardinals have to adopt when it comes to that sort of thing, and physicality and height and weight and all that sort of stuff.
And a good representation of some future varsity Cardinals as we see 3 different teams out here, and it's great to see these youth that already love the game of basketball, and we know we'll be calling their games one of these days.
I mean, Scott, it's even better. I also work at the Boys and Girls Club. So some of these kids, I've had them for about 2-3 years now, and it's even better when they run by and they're doing whatever, having fun. And you can tell they put in the time and they work. They're in here through the Webb City system. So forever, as long as they're a Cardinal, they'll go through the same system. They'll be in high school, and they'll be used to the system. There's no slow feet. There's no nothing. They'll be under horn, and they'll be ready to roll.
We're just past the top of the hour. You're listening to 91.7 FM. We'll take another 3-minute break, come back with a visit with head coach Jason Horn. You're listening to Cardinal Basketball on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
Singing is my career and my calling, but I'm also a mother of 4.
And as entrepreneurs, we weigh the cost of every decision.
Medical bills are no longer a worry for our family, so I can focus on my calling.
And our family.
Joining Christian Healthcare Ministries was one of the best decisions we ever made. We're the Blair family, and this is our CHM story.
Choose your doctor without network restrictions, all at an affordable price. Enroll anytime at chministries.org/enroll.
At ProLube Tire and Auto Center, we know what it means to rely on your vehicle. We race all year and know how to get that extra inch out of every part. Precision, quality, and reliability are not just words to us. It's what we do every day. We know you rely on your vehicle to perform for your family. From oil changes to full-on repairs, ProLube gives you the best racetrack team experience, so you can be worry-free.
ProLube Tire and Auto Center, where we get it right on the road and the track.
Burpo Family Chiropractic is not just a place for adults, but for kids as well. From birth to geriatrics, Dr. Haley Burpo has the skills and knowledge to help patients of any age. Dr. Burpo is committed to taking time with her patients to go above and beyond to find the source of pain. To schedule an appointment, call 417-673-5555. Burpo Family Chiropractic, once a Cardinal, now treating Cardinals. More information in names and numbers.
If you're a weekend warrior who likes to go, 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 don't let pain put the brakes on your pace. When you need help with an injury that keeps you from moving, you want an orthopedic team with a proven track record. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is nationally recognized and were recently named CareCheck's #1 hospital in the market and top 10% hospital in the state for hip fracture repair. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the experience you need to keep pace with life.
Webb City Sports is sponsored by Nick Myers, certified public accountant, located in Webb City at 2nd and Main, next door to City Hall, offering tax preparation and planning for personal and business taxes. Plus, they offer bookkeeping services and QuickBooks setup and training services. Open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Nick Myers CPA at 2nd and Main in Webb City, with offices also in Joplin and Anderson. More information online at nickmyerscpa.com or 417-673-4200.
Dairy Queen Grill and Chill in Webb City is the place to go before or after the game. Check out their amazing menu of fan-favorite blizzards like Oreo or cookie dough. Happy hour is daily from 2 to 5 p.m. That means everything you can drink from a straw is half price, excluding premium shakes. Don't forget to grab one of their $7 meal deals or their signature stack burgers and top it off with a Misty Slush. The Dairy Queen Grill and Chill in Webb City, open daily from 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. Proud to support the Webb City Cardinals.
Looked like the emotions were high the first couple minutes, and then you kind of settled in and started playing your game.
Yeah, we finished the plays around the basket, did a much better job rebounding the ball in the second quarter. We got to cut down on the silly fouls and finish a few plays off. We've got a chance here to run them out of here if we bring our energy that we had the second quarter to start this third.
Your half-court set's running well tonight.
Yeah, they did a good job executing.
Good luck in the second half, Coach. And we'll take a 30-second timeout, come back with second half action after this. You're listening to Cardinal Basketball on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
KNEO would like to thank the Big Nickel for sponsoring this portion of broadcasting on 91.7 FM. The Big Nickel is an advertising shopper for thousands of different items, from automobiles and livestock to help wanted and real estate. It covers a 70-mile radius in the 4-state area and is available in area businesses each week. Located at 1931 East 20th Street, Suite 103 in Joplin, Missouri. Their telephone number is 417-624-4100.
Cardinal Dome, where the Cardinals will start the second half. They lead 38-24.
And guys, I said we had some future basketball players. Had a couple of kids offer to take our place up here announcing when they saw the microphone in my hand as well.
I mean, all of a sudden, Scott, it gets them more involved, it gets them more lively. I think they just want to be on the court closer to the ball so they can get a shot maybe at halftime.
And you heard the comments from Coach Horn, just attention to details, what he wants to see here to start this third quarter.
I mean, they can't get complacent. They're up 14 points, but technically what we say in football, after each quarter, it's 0-0. You got to roll. It's time to go. Keep the same energy, keep rolling, keep executing a little bit better.
And the Eagles throw it away up ahead to Holton Keith. He fakes. Taylor blocked the shot. And then trying to save it inbounds. It'll go back to the Eagles. It's Taylor. Now to Scorton. Back to Taylor. Down the lane he goes against two Cardinals. Puts up a wild shot. Turner with a rebound off the miss. Now to Holton Keith. Down the lane. Had it stripped and dribbled it off his leg as Ben able to reach in and knock it away. Matheson checks back in for the Eagles. Cardinals in that 1-2-2 press. They go deep to Matheson, now back to Taylor. Swing it around to Ben. Now Williams going baseline, and he shot blocked but fouled. And 3 fouls now on Mason Young and Holton Keith. Holton Keith in particular needs to play a hands-free third quarter the rest of the way.
I mean, they both do. His first shot is good, but that means it's time for Johnson, it's time for Riggs, it's time for Adams. We've seen get in a little bit earlier than usual. Then you start getting ready. Then you start getting mentally prepared because you never know when you're going to be in. It's always the next guy up in this game.
Second free throw, no good. 38-25, the Cardinals lead it. Turner with it. Top of the key to Pace. Now to Hurd, fake the three. Now he'll dribble down the lane on the curl. Turner spins, puts it up, and just missing. Matheson with the rebound. Now to Taylor. Up ahead to Scorton. Nice athletic play. Hurd had the steal, but stepped on the baseline. Cardinals back similar to the first quarter, just need to finish around the rim a little better to start this one. In the corner to Taylor for three. It's good. And back within 10 are the Eagles. Cardinals yet to score in this third quarter. 38-28 our score. Holton Keith back to Pace against Williams. Now down the lane, fakes, double teamed, and tried to hand it off to Mason Young. It'll be a jump ball, but you just can't get that deep against the double team.
No, and especially when a guy's 6'7", probably without shoes. So with basketball shoes, probably about 6'8", 6'9", but he's got a presence down there. He's a younger guy, so he doesn't understand it quite yet, but Pace has to know, either make a move or just swing it out and set it back up again.
There's Pace on the return pass. Couldn't get it to go. Young going to get called for the foul, his fourth. And Holden Johnson will come in for him. He was fighting for the rebound. Eagles get the ball back, and Cardinals inside they go to Matheson for an easy two. 38-30 our score, and the Eagles open the third with a 6-0 run.
They need to find something to swing the momentum, and they need to do it quick. They need to do what they've been doing, but maybe just a few adjustments. They're in man, so go attack the one-on-one opportunity.
Holden Keith down the lane, throws up a left-hand shot, no good. Holden Johnson had it, but was fouled. And right now, it's about getting good shots, not just the first easy shot that's available.
Yeah, and they got to want it a little bit more right now. You're seeing them, as I said, they're just a little too complacent. They're trying to just throw up a little bit. They're just getting silly and easy shots that maybe should go in.
Holden Johnson has it. Now back to Turner. Cardinal will have to run some half-court offense here. Turner down the lane to Holden Johnson on the baseline. His shot no good. Holden Keith puts it up and in, though. That time showing his strength. And the Cardinals on the board in the second half, lead 40-30. Williams, left wing, double team there. Now back to Taylor in the corner to Scorton. And a foul on Eli Pace, his first.
And Scott, we mentioned every game just how the refs are calling it. They're letting you play with your body a little bit, letting you play physical. But when it comes to the hands, they're getting all, whether you have the ball, whether you don't have the ball, that's all the calls have been tonight. So you got to be careful and not play hands-free, as you said.
Williams with the basketball. Stolen by Hurd. Saves it in bounds, but Taylor picks it up in the backcourt. Spins in the lane. Lost it. Pace with it now. Up ahead to Slade Hurd. He wants a three. It's good! And the Cardinals answer the little run by the Eagles with a 5-0 run of their own. And Hurd right back where he started. Another steal by Pace. Up the left side. Puts it up and in. 45-30 our score, and a timeout called by the Eagles. We'll take it with you. Back here in 30 seconds, you're listening to Cardinal Basketball on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
Being a Lion comes with a reputation for excellence. Whether it's in the classroom, on the court, or in the community, Lions are leading the way. With innovative and immersive academic programs, new scholarship opportunities, and a campus committed to the future, now is the perfect time to find your purpose. Find your pride at Missouri Southern State University.
Welcome back to the Cardinal Dome. Cardinals lead 45-30, 4:25 left in the third. What'd you like about the answer that we just saw from the Cardinals?
Well, it was as you just said, it was a great answer. They got down a little bit, but they didn't give up. They kept going. They kept their foot on the gas, and pays off now, up by 15.
7-0 run by the Cardinals after a 6-0 run by the Eagles. And Taylor to Scorton, trapped by Turner. That's what you were talking about earlier, Dimitri. Sometimes when you're right by that sideline, you just plant that foot and be willing to take the full hit.
I mean,
he kept moving.
You just got to do it. I mean, it's going to hurt. It's going to suck, but it's part of it. No one really takes charges. And you got the student section. You got everyone's family out. The Joplin student section. Why not take it?
Here comes Green down the lane. He was fouled. He'll go to the free throw line. Some of our sponsors include Freeman Orthopedic and Sports Medicine, Burpo Family Chiropractic, Arvest Wealth Management, and Snodgrass Collision Center. And proudly supporting the Cardinals is Baker Davis Roderick CPAs. BDR provides payroll, bookkeeping, and bill payment services for churches and small businesses. Baker Davis Roderick, located at 920 East 15th Street in Joplin. For more information, call 782-0829 or online at bdrcpas.com. And supporting Webb City Cardinal Athletics is Webb City Florist and Greenhouse. They offer flower bouquets for all occasions, birthdays, anniversaries, and funerals. Find out more about Webb City Florist and Greenhouse. Call 673-3780. Cardinals throw it away. Eagles have it with Taylor control. Cut off. They get it inside to Matheson. Tried to get it back to Taylor. Outside to Scorton. In the lane, his shot good. And 45-34 our score. Eagles showed a little pressure that time. A little half-court trap of their own. Hurd fakes the three. Now Turner in the lane for a little runner is Holton Keith, one-hander, no good. Taylor back with it. Now to Scorton. In the corner they go to Green. Jumper from the baseline is good. 45-36, and just like that, Eagles on another 6-0 run. Hurd. Cardinals having to face a new defense here from the Eagles right now. There's Hurd for a corner three. Off the mark, Holden Johnson fighting for the rebound. Matheson comes up with it. Cross-court pass to Scorton. Gets it back. Now Matheson inside. Outside to Taylor for three. It's good. And they're using him well with the inside-out game. The lead now just 6 and a timeout on the floor. 45-39. The Cardinals lead it. Back here in 30. You're listening to Cardinal Basketball on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report will provide up-to-the-minute scores and highlights from around the 4 states. With ultimate local coverage from all your favorite teams. The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report, weeknights at 6 and 10 p.m.
Webb City High School, we're at the Cardinal Dome tonight. Scott Boudreau along with Dimitri Lloyd and Will Hedrick. Roberta Foster back at our studios. And what was a comfortable 38-24 lead for the Cardinals. The Eagles have closed it within 45-39 with 2:24 left here in the third. And Cardinals no doubt wanted to talk about that trap they'd seen from the Eagles on the last 3 possessions. We'll see if they stay in it. Now they go back to a little box and one look here, it looks like. There goes Hurd down the lane against Matheson, and it went off of Matheson's fingertips. It'll go back to the Cardinals. Baseline out of bounds play coming up for Eli Pace to throw it in. Bounce pass inside. Holton Keith fought through the traffic and put it in.
I mean, used the pump fake well to his advantage, and that was a great pass. Every time Pace and Keith get on the same page, it's dangerous.
Holton Keith on the steal and on the finish with the left hand. And a quick 4 gets it back to a 10-point lead. 49-39 for the Cardinals. Bend with it. Now to Taylor. Back to Bend. Taylor inside to Matheson. Kick it out to Bend. Dribbles baseline. Shot no good. Keith with the rebound looking to run. Has Pace on his right. Puts up a 3. It's good! Pace set his feet. Holton Keith found him. And the Cardinals lead it 52-39. Bend down the baseline. Challenged by Holden Johnson. But then the loose ball picked up by Matheson, and he scores. Well, I love the initial defense.
Oh, 100%. Both of them were vertical as well. They didn't kind of swipe down. They didn't try to throw it to the floor. They were vertical. They went straight up. Now, who's going to go box out? You can't cherry pick it. You got to box out. You're down 2 defenders with that one right there.
After you get a block like that, though, you almost have to have one more teammate right there. And unfortunately, the Cardinals gave it up to Matheson. He brings it up to 52-42, our score. 1:05 left in the third quarter. Pace directing traffic. On the curl is Holton Keith. Back to Pace for 3. It's good! He set that play up the whole way.
I mean, he had his feet set, and I think, Scott, every time one of the Webb City Cardinals shoot in front of the student section, it's money.
Oh, Eli Pace grabbed on the arm that time, or he was going to have another easy 2. He's got 24 on the night. 2 seniors really leading the way. Pace with 24, Holton Keith with 20, and 3 threes by Slade Hurd complementing that. 55-42 our score with 42 seconds left, and Pace with a pair of free throws coming. You can download the KNEO iPhone or Android phone app at kneo.org. The KNEO iPhone and Android phone apps are sponsored by the Webb City Booster Club. Pace second free throw, rattles in. 57-42, the Cardinals lead with 40 seconds left in the third. Williams gets it to Scorton, back to Williams. In the corner they go to Green, trapped there, but he gets it to Scorton. Fakes the three, tried to go inside. Nice job by Jackson Adams to front the big man that time and get the steal. 17 seconds, Hurd with the basketball. See what they run here. Maybe a little pick and pop with Holton Keith and Hurd. Got to get downhill. There's Pace with it. 1 second left. Hurd at the buzzer. No good. Didn't quite get the opening they wanted. At the end of three, though, it's the Cardinals 57. The Joplin Eagles 42. Back with fourth quarter action after this. You're listening to Cardinal Basketball on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
Reeves Tire and Automotive knows cars are how you navigate through your busy lives. Professionals will ensure your car is reliable to get you and your family to your destination. We provide competitive pricing and quality work on tires, wheels, oil changes, brakes, suspensions, alignments, and vehicle maintenance, all necessary to ensure your vehicle is ready to go. Family owned and operated for over 39 years, you will receive friendly, honest service, so get rolling with Reeves Tire in Joplin, Webb City, and Carthage.
And we're welcoming back to the Cardinal Dome. It's been nonstop action. A 6-0 run by the Eagles, a 7-0 run by the Cardinals, another 6-0 run by the Eagles, and then the Cardinals extend it back to a 15-point lead right about where they started the second half.
And that's what sports is all about. It's just momentum. How much momentum can you build? How can you respond from it? When you're in front of your home crowd, as I mentioned, they're 100% over there from that left wing. It's like a stat boost almost. You shoot over there in front of the home crowd, so you shoot over here on the right wing in front of the little mini Cardinals. It's amazing. It's almost like a sense of confidence goes up a little bit. So they got to keep going right here. Joplin's got their little home crowd over here, but they got to keep them away from that area. Keep trapping in the top of the wings as well.
Williams with the basketball. Throws it over to Taylor. Nearly picked up his pivot. Now a long three by Taylor. It's good. He's keeping this Eagle team in the game with 18 of their 45 points. Pace with the basketball, guarded by Taylor. I don't think he minds that challenge. There's Jackson Adams down the lane, fakes, had his shot blocked by Matheson. Here he comes. Hurd. Oh! The young man's a good ball handler for a center, but, you know, as an old point guard, I'd say give it to the guard, young man. You'll get it back maybe for a dunk.
And Scott, I mean, he's only 6'7", but that's the average guard height in the NBA and the next level nowadays. So if he wants to take his game to the next level, that's the stuff he's got to work on. Be a guard just like you.
Holton Keith down the lane, tried to get it to Holden Johnson. They're going to say one of the Eagles tipped it out of bounds. Devin Turlott on the call. Some discussion from Coach Pfeiffer, but everybody good now. Eli Pace to throw it in. Lobs it to Hurd. On the curl is Keith. Now Jackson Adams will give it back to him. Keith down the lane. Puts it up with the left hand. That time he kept that right shoulder so that it kind of warded off the attempted block by Fred Taylor.
And he kind of hooked him a little bit as well. He came underneath, he went through his hands. He caught Taylor on the reach as well, so it's perfect right there. He drew the free throws. Now it's time to knock him down.
Cardinals in that first half, 7 for 7 at the line. And the old announcer Jinx gets Holton Keith. Will Hedrick, I'm sorry.
I believe that's just the first one missed tonight. So, of course, the announcer Jinx had to be right there, but luckily they've been good up until now.
Second free throw good. The Cardinals lead 58-45, 7 minutes left in the ball game. Williams with it inside and a reach on Holden Johnson. That's his fourth foul, and we'll see Mason Young and Trey Turner return for Adams and Johnson. Mason Young also carrying 4 fouls, so need one of these two guys to stay in the ball game, either Young or Johnson. Ben throws it into Taylor, now to Matheson. Cross court to Williams and out of bounds. And a great athletic play. Tim Workman and Jan Workman protecting the scoring and, more importantly, our stats, so we know what happened during this game. And Tim's in charge of the music, too. We can't have that go down. So
I know. I mean, two of some of the most important people in the entire arena right now, so you got to keep them safe right now.
And everybody's okay. Everything still works. Tim Workman checking on things. And Eli Pace gives it up to Turner. Now to Holton Keith. Now to Hurd. Fakes the three, now puts up the three. Short. I want him to go up the first time. Taylor brings it the other way. In the corner to Matheson, now to Williams. Taylor cross court to Williams for 3. Off the mark and rebounded by Trey Turner.
And Scott, if you notice, as we mentioned earlier in the first half, Hurd's done a great job defensively. He's boxed out Matheson every time.
There's Hurd for another 3 attempt. It's short again. Here comes Taylor the other way. Challenges Turner and Pace. And he misses the shot. Holton Keith and Green fighting for the rebound. It'll be a jump ball. Possession arrow to the Cardinals. Holton Keith gonna drag out the mop and dry the floor a bit. And while he does that, we'll tell you about some of our other sponsors like Reeves Tire and Automotive, Papa John's Pizza of Webb City, Who Hot Mongolian Grill, Price Family Insurance and Financial Services, Big Nickel, ProLube Maintenance Center, Madison Pet Clinic, Roderick Insurance Agency, Baker Davis Roderick CPAs. Eli Pace with the basketball, under 6 minutes to go in the fourth. 58-45, the Cardinals lead. Turner. Back to Pace at the top. Guarded by Taylor. Down the lane he goes. Back up top to Turner for 3. It's good! No hesitation that time by Trey Turner, and Coach Horn would love for him to shoot that often. Turner with 5 points. He had a dunk in the first half as well. 61-45. There's Taylor for another 3. No good. Rebound Holton Keith. Stolen by Williams. Challenged by Mason Young, and that's his 5th.
And that's just one, Scott. You got to know it's your 4th foul. You don't want it to be easy, but give him a little bit of a challenge. Maybe kind of bait him a little bit to change his body angle, but you can't foul out right now. But as I said, next man up, got to go. Holden Johnson got to step up. You can't get complacent with the lead. Only up 16 right here, so who's going to go? Who wants it the most right now?
That's back when you used to give the guy the old Olay, right? I mean, I'm going to block, and then at the last minute you step away, right?
Yeah, I mean, it works. I can say, Scott, when we play intramurals, it definitely works for me. I think I'm about to get the shot pinned off the glass. So, I mean, that's definitely got to work at this level as well.
Williams, second free throw good. The lead 61-47 for the Cardinals. And Hurd will throw it up court to Johnson. Back in the trap are the Eagles. Pace gets it down the lane against Matheson. Missed the shot, got his own rebound. Somehow out-rebounded 3 Eagles that time, Will. How about that?
Well, that's just effort and determination right there by Eli Pace. We've seen it all night. Anytime he gets down there, he almost gets angry and just goes crazy.
Pace leading the scoring for the Cardinals tonight with 26. Final regular season game for these Cardinals. Makes the first. Second free throw, he short-armed that one, 62-47. Cardinals lead it. Williams in the corner to Matheson. Johnson cuts him off. They swing it to Scorton. And back to Matheson. Good positioning by Johnson again. Williams trapped by Turner. In the lane is Fred Taylor, and a jumper's good. 62-49, 4.5 left in the game. Holden Johnson for three from the corner. No good. Holton Keith gets the rebound, and Williams gets called for the foul. He was trying to box out the bigger and much springier Holton Keith that time, but I think he trapped him with the arm.
I mean, as you said, Scotty's much bigger, he's much stronger, but his timing more importantly. I mean, we see every night Keith comes in here to the Dome and he wins almost every tip.
Turner for another three. No good. Holden Johnson gets the rebound. And did they get a timeout? I think they did. Cardinals took a timeout. We'll take it with you. Back here with more Cardinal basketball after this on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
Webb City Cardinal fans, did you know there's a local, knowledgeable, friendly pharmacy conveniently located at 101 West Doherty in Webb City? We are Express RX of Webb City. And the best part is we can save you up to 90% on your prescriptions from the big box stores. We make it so easy to switch. Plus, we offer free convenient services such as free delivery, drive-through, and free pill packaging. So come by and make the switch today. And go Cardinals!
Along with Dimitri Lloyd and Will Hedrick, Roberta Foster back at our studios. 62-49, the Cardinals lead it with 4:14 left in this contest. The hustle plays right now paying off for the Cardinals on a couple of offensive rebounds.
And it's what Will and I call them energy points. I mean, it hypes you up. When someone dives on the floor, I mean, that's worth more than 2 points right there. When someone dives for a loose ball, when you're getting offensive rebounds, when you go up strong, getting physical with the big guy, I mean, that hypes everyone up. That hypes everyone on the bench up, and it motivates people. It's contagious. If I see someone die on the floor, you better believe that I'm going to go do it as well. It just kind of stepping each other up, making each other compete internally as well.
And you talked about coming in and being that next man up. Holden Johnson representing that hustle play right there. Baseline out of bounds. Pace throws it into Hurd. Now to Johnson. Hurd will swing it over to Trey Turner as the Cardinals spread the floor here. See if the Eagles are forced into a man defense. Holton Keith inside to Hurd. Dips it under. Now back to Pace. Holton Keith will roll it one more time here. There's Hurd. Wanted the three, but it was picked up quickly. They want to get it across so that they can get it to the right guy at the right time. Pace, top of the key. Now to Holden Johnson. Back to Pace. Tried to get it into Johnson and did. Who missed it? Partially blocked, I think. And Taylor fouled on the floor. Fifth personal foul on Holden Johnson. Second Cardinal to foul out tonight. That'll bring in Jackson Adams. He's getting some valuable playing time, though. And we've seen it in the second half of this year more and more.
And that's important. You never know in districts, maybe step up and get that experience as well. He's only a freshman, so as a sophomore, he needs to be ready to go and ready to roll.
And Taylor throws it out of bounds, trying to get it to Green in the left corner. Let's see what the Cardinals can do. As you know, the Eagles are going to bring pressure. Holton Keith throws it up the floor to Hurd. Cross court to Pace. Guarded by Taylor, now double teamed. Pace down the lane. Kicks it out to Hurd. Cardinals using a little clock right here. I like the strategy. Holton Keith down the lane, right hand hook shot, good. 64-49, the Cardinals extend the lead back to 15. In the lane, shot missing that time. That was Kimbrough. Now Turner in the lane for two, and he short-armed it. That's just a frustration foul there. Turner not happy with the miss that time.
Yeah, and he knows he can make that. That's his shot right there. He's got the athleticism to shoot over really anybody in the league, so why not? Get that floater going, get that confidence going, but you know, as we said, the ref's calling a little bit with the hands. Just give him a little body, give him a little chest.
Williams with a basketball, trapped by Holton Keith. Now Taylor for three. His shot rattles off the back iron all the way up and in. And a timeout on the floor with the Cardinals leading 64-52. We'll take it with you back in 30. You're listening to Cardinal Basketball on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
Dairy Queen Grill and Chill in Webb City is the place to go before or after the game. Check out their amazing menu of fan-favorite blizzards like Oreo or cookie dough. Happy hour is daily from 2 to 5 p.m. That means everything you can drink from a straw is half price, excluding premium shakes. Don't forget to grab one of their $7 meal deals or their signature stack burgers and top it off with a Misty Slush. The Dairy Queen Grill and Chill in Webb City, open daily from 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. Proud to support the Webb City Cardinals.
Welcome back to the Cardinal Dome. 2 minutes and 8 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Cardinals with a 64-52 lead. It's been at about that number for probably the better part of this quarter, guys.
And now they've slowed it down a little bit, but at the same time, they haven't slowed down on defense. They're still getting turnovers, but they're not rushing it. And it's that kind of that 4-minute offense you see in football as well. You're just trying to drain clock, get up slow, just kind of get first downs and move along down the field without giving it up.
Turner fights through a double team, bounce pass to Jackson Adams for two. Nice press break that time. Turner using his speed. 66-52, the Cardinals lead. In the corner they go to Williams, knocked away by Turner. And they'll get him for the reach around. One of Will Hedrick's tricks right there if you went by him. Try to tap it away.
Oh, Scott, come on. Nobody can get by me.
No, I mean when they got by you.
Oh, when they got. Yeah. Now I know what you're saying.
Williams at the free throw line makes the first. Cardinals lead now 66-54. Second free throw good. Turner up the floor. Adams for three. In and out. Maybe a little quick shot there. Minute and a half left. Taylor coming down the lane. And he ran over Holton Keith. Is it a block or a charge? And it is a charge. Holton Keith standing his ground. Were you proud of that one?
Oh, 100%. You can see he's holding this back a little bit, but that's part of it. That's part of the fun. When it starts to hurt, when it starts to burn, that's where you really start getting the hard work in, and that's how you earn it right there and leave it on the floor.
Minute 30 left in the ball game. And Chris Anderson, one of the officials, asking for a little help. Eli Pace will do a little cleanup work, and we'll tell you that our sponsors include the Big Nickel, Prolube Maintenance Center, Madison Pet Clinic, Roderick Insurance Agency, Baker Davis Roderick CPAs, Missouri Southern State University, Webb City Booster Club, Dairy Queen of Webb City, Express RX in Webb City, Body and Soul Transformation, Nick Myers CPA, and Crowder College. Pace lost it, but Turner picks it up. And throws it in the backcourt off a deflection. Now to Pace, down the lane. Bounce pass to Adams, he lost it. Scorton with it, brings it to Taylor. Inside they try to go to Matheson. That's the second time tonight Jackson's been in the right place at the right time in front of the big man.
And he's rotating correctly. He's done it all game, whether they've denied the pass, whether he's got the steal or whatever, whether it's the box out. He's doing what Hurd did in the first half, as we mentioned, but he's doing all the right things. A guy like Adams, you just kind of want to see him get involved, kind of get those hustle points as well, whether it's boxing out, whether it's getting the free throws, whether it's getting the in-transition bucket as well.
Jackson misses the first. We'll see a lot of this young man over the next 3 years. Second free throw in and out. Here come the Eagles, a minute left. And Cardinals get a steal. Pace picks it up. And finally a foul. I think Green was unhappy that he had it ripped out of his arms while he was on the ground.
I mean, and Pace just kind of took control, as you said, when the forward gets the rebound, the center gets the rebound, give it to the guard. Pace went over there and made sure of it himself.
Eli Pace back to the free throw line, nearing the 30-point mark. He's got 27, and now the student section really going to start to cheer as we see a couple of the role players set to check in. Here comes Holland. That's Brady Holland and Will McClintock, replacing Slade Hurd and Jackson Adams. First free throw was good by Pace. Looking for one more. In and out. 67-54, 45 seconds left. A steal by Holland. He'll come up the floor. He runs into Keith. Now cross court to Pace. McClintock back to Pace. They want McClintock to shoot. He puts up a three off the bank. No good. 27 seconds left. Taylor has it ripped out of his hand. They're going to sell it. There's Holton Keith for an easy two. 69-54. 15 seconds left. Taylor all the way to the cup and blocked but fouled by Will McClintock. He knows the drill tonight. You don't let the Eagles score easily.
Oh, there's no easy buckets in the paint, and the student section hyped him up. Pace, he could have gone for an easy 30 with the layup, but he tried to get him 2 shots from 3 as well, so it's what you like to see. This keeps the crowd involved, and you can see the little mini Cardinals over there. They're loving it as well.
And Taylor's free throw no good. He's put up 23 tonight to keep the Eagles in it, or this would be a bigger score difference. Cardinals lead 69-54.
And more importantly, Scotty came off the bench as well with a couple of minutes left in the first. So he's impactful. He's got to keep pushing ahead as they got a tough matchup in districts.
The Joplin Eagles will play their first round of districts against Kickapoo, another tough opponent. We'll talk about the Cardinals more in our postgame. Turner brings it up the floor. McClintock for 3. In and out. And this will be the final shot by Matheson at the buzzer. And that'll do it. The Cardinals win it 69-55. We'll come back with our postgame show, brought to you by Price Family Insurance and Financial Services in Crowder College. Back here in 2 minutes. You're listening to Cardinal Basketball on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
So Maggie, just to be clear, this personalized RVest blueprint tells us literally when we can retire with a plan to get there?
Yep. Whoa, that's helpful.
Very helpful.
Retirement planning made easy. RVest Wealth Management. Ready to help.
Every Sunday from 4 p.m. to close, it's Student Night at Who Hot Mongolian Grill in Joplin. Students of any age can bring in your valid student ID and receive 25% off your grill meal. At Who Hot Mongolian Grill, you can always enjoy a vast selection of fresh vegetables, plus meats that are grilled perfectly right in front of your eyes with your choice of Who Hot's mouth-watering signature sauces. Who Hot Mongolian Grill, 1804 South Range Line Road in Joplin. More information online at whohot.com.
Burpo Family Chiropractic is not just a place for adults, but for kids as well. From birth to geriatrics, Dr. Haley Burpo has the skills and knowledge to help patients of any age. Dr. Burpo is committed to taking time with her patients to go above and beyond to find the source of pain. To schedule an appointment, call 417-673-5555. Burpo Family Chiropractic. Once a Cardinal, now treating Cardinals. More information in names and numbers.
If you're a weekend warrior who likes to go, 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 don't let pain put the brakes on your pace. When you need help with an injury that keeps you from moving, you want an orthopedic team with a proven track record. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is nationally recognized, and were recently named CareCheck's #1 hospital in the market and top 10% hospital in the state for hip fracture repair. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the experience you need to keep pace with life.
So Maggie, just to be clear, this personalized RVest blueprint tells us literally when we can retire with a plan to get there?
Yep.
Whoa, that's
helpful.
Very helpful.
Retirement planning made easy. RVest Wealth Management. Ready to help.
And we welcome you back to the Cardinal Dome. Cardinals victorious 69-55 over the Joplin Eagles tonight. Our post-game show brought to you by Price Family Insurance and Financial Services and Crowder College, as head coach Jason Horn heads our way, and get a visit with him about this ball game tonight. Coach, we talked earlier today about how important it was in a rivalry game, even though you kind of throw out the records a bit, to withstand the emotion of what comes. I thought that was an important part of that first quarter for you guys in particular.
Yeah, we had a slow start offensively. We had good shots and didn't finish them off, but a week ago we were, struggling to play through that. That scenario, we were a lot different. We played through the misses. We got our own stops. Joplin's a good team. They have a really good junior class. They've got some solid sophomores. They've got pieces to be really good in the future. I think our senior leadership was good there. We kind of withstood that. Then we mounted a little bit of run on them and got downhill a little bit. Still wish we would have closed it out a little better, especially early in that third quarter. We had a chance to get up 18, 20 points, and, we had 3 steals and 2 empty possessions out of it. And, you got to capitalize on those things, especially as we move into districts.
This was a team that presented another big man. You've faced some 6'5", 6'7" guys this year. That's good for you one more time as you get ready to head into districts against some opponents that'll have those kind of players.
Well, he's a really good player. I don't think he realizes how good he could be, but he's a load. He's a tough matchup inside, and he's a little bit different from some of the big mans we play because he's been able to step outside and he can shoot the basketball. But again, our guys did a good job of playing good position on him, and distorting our defense a little bit and lining up to where he was at, because he is a tough matchup for us. And then our top 3 did a good job of getting pressure on the guards, playing wide in the passing lanes, making them throw diagonal passes, and those are the parallel pass. That's the pass we want, and a ball we think we can run under, and we were forcing them to throw those balls 15, 16 feet, and that gives us a chance to go get it.
We also talked about transition basketball tonight, and once you guys got the defensive set up, I thought the passing was pretty crisp overall in your transition game. Either guys finding each other early for an easy finish, or at least playing the 2-on-1 properly.
Yeah, we were pushing the ball. We had good pace about us, getting into transition. That was one of the keys to start the game. Was we had 5 things we talked about, and that was number 4 on the list, was getting into transition. We spent a lot of time the last 2 days working on that, limited to the number of dribbles each guy has in practice, and forces them to get the ball in the air and move it up the floor quickly, and they did a good job of that.
A couple of times tonight when they closed the gap, you were able to get some threes, and particularly the play call for Slade Hurd late in the quarter. Just important for him to be able to run the set properly, everybody in their spot, and then he knocks it down for you.
Well, they had switched their defense. They do a good job switching their out-of-bound defense, and we had their defensive calls, so we were kind of waiting for them to signal stuff in. They had coming out of that out of bounds, that sequence, and then they had switched their defense up. stayed 2-3. We went to a set play that we like to run, and Eli did a really good job because at that point Holt was out. Eli did a really good job of running the play. He drew the defense in, the strong side forward, and it basically was a free throw for Slade at that point.
Free throw shooting, something else we talked about coming in this ball game, and pretty effective at the line tonight for the Cardinals, 12 for 17. A nice number there, and then the rebounding I thought was pretty steady throughout the game after early on when they got maybe some multiple rebound possessions.
They had 4 offensive rebounds in the first quarter. By half they had only had 5 total, so we had adjusted much better. I think at halftime the rebounds I think was at 19 to 16, so we'd really closed that gap down on them. And then like I said, or like you said, we finished the game, really strong on the boards. Close that gap, and we got a size disadvantage most of these games we're playing against, but we can't use that as an excuse. Rebounds is an effort thing, anticipating, making contact, and anticipating going and getting the ball. Sometimes we're blocking out. We're just not jumping to get the basketball, and guys are grabbing over the top of us. At the end of the day, you have to be an athlete. You have to go up on the rim and try to get the ball.
When you're asking guys like Mason Young and Slade Hurd and Holden Johnson to guard a big guy inside, you're going to eat some fouls in there. A couple guys foul out tonight, but I would say your 2 senior leaders are the guys that can't eat those fouls, and I thought that boded well for you as well.
Yeah, they did a good job. I think Holt had 3. He got that third one at the end of the second quarter, which wasn't smart, but I probably should have had him out at that point. But you put trust in them that they'll make the right play. He went to make a play on the ball, and you can't fault him for that. We talked to him at halftime and knowing the situation. Eli, I don't think he picked up a foul till the third quarter, so he did a really good job playing wide and taking care of the ball. That was a big one. We had 8 turnovers. They had 26, I believe, for the game. So, that's a lot of that's on Eli. He's hanging on it, has the ball in his hands a lot, and he makes the right plays.
Coach, next week is district play for you. You come up against a team you've played already this year in the Hillcrest Hornets. That'll be on Wednesday night. That'll be an 8:30 tip, I believe, is what's on the calendar for that.
4 games that night. First game starts at 4 o'clock. It'll be it's a really good district. You've got the 4 o'clock game with the 2-seed Parkview and West Plains. West Plains coming off a win over at Carl Junction the other night. Then the 5:30 game will be Carl Junction and Willard. That'll be a good contest. Two opposing styles, so it'll be interesting to see how that one plays out. Then Central and McDonald County will go at the 7 o'clock game, and then we'll follow it up. It's always good to have the district tournament in your arena. We like to showcase the dome, and we think it's as good as any facility in the state of Missouri. And one of the selling points was how good the community supports sports here. So hopefully we'll get a lot of people out to watch some really good basketball over the 3 days.
Coach, you got about 4 days between now and then. What's the sequence of events for you practice-wise, and just what you're working on going into the districts?
We have, 3 things right now that we're really trying to improve on. And we're going to focus on those 3 things when we get into practice. We'll do some prep for Hillcrest, but again, we're kind of in a spot about ourselves. We got a couple of things we need to clean up, and we feel like if we can clean those up, continue to play with confidence, I don't think there's anyone we can't play with in the district.
Well, Coach, I've just got one more thing for a rivalry game like this. You expect Cardinal Nation to show out, and I think they did again tonight.
That is a great crowd. Student section was really good. Of course, the high school kids across from us, and then we've got our youth players behind us. Both groups are relentless with what they're chanting or their demands of who they want in the game. But it was a good crowd. The place was really loud. We couldn't hear a lot. At times we're using hand signals to signal plays in, and that's the atmosphere you want to play in. We're very blessed here. It's a good community that shows up for sports and supports the school, and our kids are lucky, and I know they don't take it for granted. And we just hope we get another good crowd on Wednesday night.
Coach, congratulations on the victory, and we'll talk to you on Wednesday.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
And we'll take our final timeout here. Our postgame show has been brought to you by Price Family Insurance and Financial Services and Crowder College. Back here after this, you're listening to Cardinal Basketball on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
Being a Lion comes with a reputation for excellence. Whether it's in the classroom, on the court, or in the community, Lions are leading the way. With innovative and immersive academic programs, new scholarship opportunities, and a campus committed to the future, now is the perfect time to find your purpose. Find your pride at Missouri Southern State University.
Papa John's Pizza in Webb City can satisfy your hunger cravings before or after the game. Stop by and pick up one of their specialty pizzas, like the Works, the Meats, or the Barbecue Chicken Bacon. Don't forget to grab a side order of breadsticks or Papa's Wings to top off your order. Papa John's Pizza in Webb City, 417-673-7272, or order online at papajohns.com or through the Papa John's app. Go Cardinals!
Cure those school night blues and save money at the same time. That's right! Bring the whole family to Who Hot Mongolian Grill in Joplin every Tuesday from 4 p.m. to close, and kids 10 and under eat free with a purchase of an adult grill meal. Enjoy all you can eat on a selection of fresh vegetables plus meats that are grilled perfectly right in front of your eyes with your choice of Who Hot's mouth-watering signature sauces. Who Hot Mongolian Grill, 1804 South Rangeline Road in Joplin.
The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report will provide up-to-the-minute scores and highlights from around the 4 states. With ultimate local coverage from all your favorite teams. The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report, weeknights at 6 and 10 p.m.
Jesus said, "Be of good cheer. It is I, be not afraid."
Billy Graham.
And in the troubles and trials and bereavements and heartaches of life, He's there. And when death comes to your family, He's there.
And the Bible teaches that there's a day coming when there won't be any kind of heartache for those who've given their lives to Jesus.
More than 300 times in the New Testament it's mentioned that He's coming back. And what a glorious hope we have that there will be a new heaven and a new earth. Till then, we're to be faithful. We're to be the salt of the earth and the light of the world as believers.
When others see how your faith carries you through the struggles of life, it can help them discover their need for Jesus. We can help you learn more about trusting Jesus at this website. It's findpeacewithgod.net. That's findpeacewithgod.net. From the Billy Graham Evangelistic Association.
Worldly wisdom says you should do what feels right. We have all heard things like, you do you, and do what you like as long as you don't hurt anyone else. The problem with that is that it ignores what God says is best for us. We do not answer to ourselves in the end. We will all answer before Him. And the only answer that is right involves a personal relationship with Jesus. We want to share all Jesus has done for you and all He has to offer. Call or text us at 888-NEED-HIM.
When Marines stormed an insurgent safe house in Iraq, they found themselves trapped in a room with a live enemy grenade. In one incredible act of courage and love, their wounded sergeant tucked the grenade under his body and died so others could live. There's someone who loves you like that. It's Jesus, God's Son, who took the full brunt of the punishment for your sin when He, in the Bible's words, carried our sins in His body on the tree. You need this love. You need the man who died in your place. We'll help you get started with Him at 888-NEED-HIM.
Welcome back to the Cardinal Dome one final time. You're listening to 91.7 FM KNEO, the Ocho Joplin. Our final scoring for the Cardinals, Trey Turner with 5, Slade Hurd with 9. Eli Pace led the way with 28, Holden Keith with 25, and Jackson Adams rounding it out with 2 points. Cardinals win it here tonight in their final regular season matchup, 69-55 over the Joplin Eagles. So for Roberta Foster back at our studios, for Will Hedrick and Dimitri Lloyd, this is Scott Boudreaux saying Good night from Webb City High School. You've been listening to Cardinal Basketball on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinal Sports Network. We now join Through the Bible with Jay Vernon McGee.
This has been a live production of KNEO Sports. This broadcast may not be reproduced or retransmitted without the express written consent of KNEO Sports Network. This has been a sporting outreach of KNEO Sports Network, reaching into communities to make a difference for eternity.